there's a lot of stuff in my car right now. We are off to the 3D printing guys. I helped them setting up a couple of things for not for video today, but mainly photography today. Sorry, it's super loud, windy noise outside, and yeah, that's where we're heading right now. Actually, no, we'll get breakfast first and we're going there. Could have been there like 1.5 hours ago. Texted Luke already, and he's like, yeah, just get your ass over here. No, that's not what he said. He said, okay. Got a lot of white stuff, paper and fabrics. It's gonna be interesting. We have to create something that doesn't reflect, or at least doesn't reflect us. So if it reflects white, that's okay. Guys, I can show you what we are actually photographing, I guess. Whatever the English word is. Taking photos of?
Photographing.
Is that a good word? Yeah. This is a nice backdrop. And
thank you.
So, our burqa camera. Isn't it awesome?
That's a snowman.
That's a snowman. That's the whole setup. Still, that's Slade, the pretty man that's behind everything. Don't shake your head.
That's the face of America. That's
the face of America. This is American engineering. Okay, yeah. Like I said, imagine whatever is there is there. We're shooting with a timer right now. I'm kind of proud of myself and of Jurre, because actually I started off with photography. Not that I actually learned it or whatever, it was just a hobby, but I had an SLR, not a DSLR at the beginning. I think when I was 14, and up to today I'm kind of annoyed that I got a XH-A1 instead of Canon 5D Mark II. Not Mark II, yes, Mark II back then. Because back then there was only one video out there that showed an example. It looked good, but however, I thought I can do more with a professional camcorder. The only annoying thing is it had mini DV, and that sucked. So, looking back, I probably should have done what a lot of people told me. They're like, hey, you're making photos too, just go for that. And I'm like, I want to make video. It is still a good camera and I love the camera, but Mark II would have solved so many problems and I probably would still have it up to now. But then again, I would probably have done complete different things. And I could have done certain shots because I don't have a Clyde cam or anything. So whatever it is you do, the advantages and disadvantages. I just looked at the shots the guys did before they were testing, and then I looked at the shots we just did when we set up the light correctly and moved stuff around, and I was like, wow. Not that, I mean, I came there to help them and everything, but I'm really like proud that it came out like it came out, and we fixed issues we had. The main problem is we had issues with reflection in the background, like the camera in the shot or like the background in the shot. So we basically made everything white as much as possible. I mean, you can't make the camera white. Ooh, now I know where to, oh my god. Okay, Canon has a white DSLR now. That would have been good for this shot. Never mind, I mean the lens is still like dark, so that doesn't make any difference. Anyhow, I'm rambling on. So all I wanted to say is I think Jurre as well as me, we're in a really good way, so we can actually offer professional photography, because we are getting on that level where I feel comfortable to actually do like product shoots or event shoots. However, I have the same fear as he has, and probably everybody who has ever done wedding stuff. It's like, it needs to be on the spot, it needs to be perfect. Here's the thing, if you're testing and doing and getting the experience, I think that kind of helps. So it's not like you're coming there and you're like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. If you have like a couple of presets and stuff, you know, that works. You can just use them. It's like language, you learn your vocabulary and it's in your head and then you just use it. Or basically with anything, I guess. I made it home in time, but we didn't have time to actually set up the Minecraft team play server thing, whatever. I need to install software. We were able to do a live stream. I said like, hey, let's just do 10 minutes and then we do the Minecraft stuff. Just say hi. Ended up being an hour, although in this case I actually didn't intend it, but it just felt right, you know what I mean? And there were a lot of really good questions, and it just went well. I think Jurre was tired at some point because he has been up for a while. We finally sent out the first perks, which are the hearts. Basically, we have a heart shape, which I'll show you in a second. And everybody who kind of helps us with the wedding gets it, and you can either keep it or you, for example, print it out, use it as a template. You can scribble, paint, whatever, make it out of wood. I think I mentioned it like a million times before, but I show you how it looks like. So basically you get this heart shape, and there are some instructions on there, just like, hey, here, do whatever you want with it. And those are the 2 P.O. boxes we have. So this is cheaper for the European ones, and this is cheaper for the US. Someone actually asked us if they just send it back via email, but I think it would be actually cooler if you kind of do it and print it out if you do it on the computer. If not, obviously you have to send it. But it would be cool if you have it like as the heart is in our P.O. box, because then we can just use it in the decoration instead of like, where do we print it? Do we do something special with it? So, I mean, if it can't be sent to us in time, obviously we would accept, I guess, email with it. So it's up to you. But like I said, it would be cool to actually open a letter and it's in there. Yesterday I posted a picture because I had to get gas. How I normally get gas, I lean at the car, at least when it's warm, otherwise I'm sitting in the car. Obviously, duh! So this is my pose. I did park a bit far off. But yeah, normally I'm just leaning like this on the car. And I asked you guys to actually post me your pictures. I didn't expect anything, but I actually got a picture. And a couple of people were like, no, I'm actually not doing this because someone else is filling up my car. And then we have here, I'm doing push-ups. And it's kind of cool. I never expected answers like I'm doing push-ups. So keep them coming. I'm curious what people do at gas stations. Well, that just happened. Maybe that's a good sign. I want to take the numbers that are in there and play the lottery. Maybe it's a good sign. Never happened before. Maybe that's it. Maybe this is the solution to all our problems. Not that money is a solution. No, don't worry. So we have 23, 16, 11, 17, 13 and 6. Sounds like decent numbers. I actually like those numbers. And here is our fortune. If you refuse to accept anything but the best, you very often get it in bed. I'm not sure if we mentioned it before, we want to do our birthday cake, wedding cake ourselves. One, to save money, and two, we kind of can make sure that we actually enjoy having it, because most cakes are just pretty but taste like whatever, random, you know. So I kind of know what I want to do for the filling and everything, for the inside or for the type, but for the decoration, I don't know. As you guys know, our motto this time is red. It doesn't have to be red. There can be nerdy stuff on there. It should probably have a TARDIS, but it's not the Doctor Who wedding yet. So what are your ideas? Leave them in comments. If you have like cool links, post them on Facebook or Twitter, or if you are on Pinterest, I think my Pinterest account is down there, just send them to me. Do you know what that reminds me of? Cat food. I'll show you. I hope they have that here. I was like, why is there such a gigantic cat food thing over there? I could have sworn they have it here too. Maybe they only do it in Germany. Damn! Serious talk now. The good thing in America is, one, you can do the carryout, which you obviously could do in Germany too, but also if you don't finish, you get to-go boxes. I got carryout and it was 10% cheaper, which is cool. And they gave me those, 2 of those. There's the curry, there's that. So I couldn't really eat it. However, what's cool is, if I'm in the restaurant, I probably eat it because I'm like that. I don't want to take it with me or throw it away. But now, see how much I took? This is that much already in my bowl, so I totally can eat that tomorrow, like part 2, and don't have to cook. So that's perfect. And it is really tasty. I already ate a bit. There's so much veggie stuff in there. Also, obviously, look how creamy it is. Oh, gorgeous. Obviously, you could order it with chicken or beef or seafood or whatever, or tofu. But they also had a just vegetable version on there, which I like, because normally it's like, oh, you don't want meat? Sorry, eat tofu. I don't need tofu. I'm completely cool with just veggies. And my theory is, even back then when I still was eating meat, you don't really taste the meat in there. It's just a different consistency in there, and you're like, oh, that's the chicken, but you don't actually taste the chicken. So you don't really need it. Earlier when we did send out the hearts, a couple of people were like, hey, we won. When did you send it out? We were like, yeah, we just sent it out in 2. Do we have to stick to the size? And now I'm worried. Lisa, no, you don't have to, as long as it fits in the mail of our P.O. box. Well, they do accept parcels for us, but still, I am scared. I'm just too lazy, too different. I just leave the towel in there for next time.